Hi, I'm going to talk about my project over Jollibee USA, which is the Facebook page that I created for Jollibee. I'd like to start with a little bit of background information about Jollibee. They are a Filipino fast food restaurant. They originated in the Philippines and now they have moved to worldwide locations, a lot of them being in the United States. They have run into issues now that they have become a worldwide location, especially in their social media aspect. I am focusing just on the Facebook for now, and I hope to be able to improve their Facebook. The issues that they currently have on their Facebook is that they only have one page for the entire restaurant, so all of their locations are just squished into one page. This creates problems because people can't really post about issues that they're having to get a response with locations that are near them, and they aren't really posting a lot at all, so people become disinterested in it because they don't see anything that is being posted by Jollibee. And when it is posted, the majority of their posts are in Tagalog, which is the native language of the Philippines, but a lot of people don't speak Tagalog, so a lot of people also become disinterested because it is only catered to one sector of their business versus being spread out a little more so people can understand. My proposal for this problem is to create a new Facebook page for the Jollibee in the United States. I think by doing this, people will be able to understand what they are posting about, and I will make sure that things are being posted more often. I've already posted probably more than the original Jollibee page, just links and information about the restaurants, promotional things that they are doing for the week or for the month, and I made sure that they're all in English so people like me can understand what they are saying. I think that this is going to be very helpful just because majority of people in the United States do speak English, so I believe that this is something that will help kind of spread the word about Jollibee to people. While creating the new page, I wanted to keep some of the original formatting and stuff that they had used on their page for the Philippines, which is, like their background story, how they became about, why they create the food that they do, and their mission and values, which their mission and values is very simple. They want to keep people fed for a low cost, and they want to make sure that their food quality is higher than that of typical fast food, such as like McDonald's or Burger King. There other things that I did change when I was originally creating this Facebook. I tried to make multiple locations that were on the Jollibee page, but I ran into some technical issues and Facebook will only allow one location on the page, so I ended up just using the first location that they opened in the United States, which is in Daly City in California, and I added a link below that to all of the US locations that is found on their website. I think that this is helpful too because it brings people back to their website. They can find different locations around them. They can find all the phone numbers, which I also added on their Facebook page, and they can find out more information about Jollibee in general. They can find out calories for food, their menu items, and all sorts of things. So I think, honestly, by adding those little things, those little links, it helps bring people back to their page and then become more interested in Jollibee. When I wanted to add posts for their Facebook, I wanted to make sure that I was first posting enough because they don't really post at all, and I really think that if you are going to network on a social media page, you need to make sure that you're active and that you're posting. And you're posting different things. A lot of times on the posts that they have currently in the Philippine Facebook, they only post links to things, such as like a commercial link or a link to their menu items, and I think that that can be kind of distasteful to other people who are seeing it. Sometimes they want to see pictures and just fun things that you can post. You can post regular text for them to read, so that way they aren't always clicking on something to find what you're trying to talk about. I do post some links to menu items and promotional items that are located on their website, but I try and keep it at a minimum. That way people will come back to the Facebook and not feel like they always have to go to the website. When I did post, I tried to post during the day, like earlier in the morning, and then again at night. This is just so I could hit more people. Some people are on Facebook in the morning, and some people are on Facebook during the night. So I think that by posting one each a day is really helpful to reach more people than would be just posting once a day. For their growth opportunities that I see for Jollibee, they have a lot of opportunities by having this Facebook, especially for people in the USA. Currently, the locations of Jollibee are located primarily in Filipino areas. This is good for Filipinos because they really like Jollibee, and I think that by implementing a page that is specific for the United States and that is posted in English, a lot more people are going to start wondering what Jollibee is and will start coming into the store. So this will also promote growth for new restaurants that aren't in Filipino areas, that are in, white, black, Mexican, any kind of area like that. It'll really promote that, and I think that that's good because they could also open up new businesses that are in those areas and then promote outward for that too. And it also promotes things by, you can post new ideas that you have. So if they have a new recipe idea or a new menu item that they might want to try, and they have two different options that they want to put on the menu, they could post it on Facebook first to see the opinions of what people think would work better, and they can maybe try one menu item in one location that people really seem to like, and a different menu item in a different location to see how it works out, and if they wanted to add the menu item. They can also promote new commercials and see how those work, as well as maybe doing a competition. I really like this idea because I think that it gets people to share posts, it gets people to comment and like things, and it really spreads the word very quickly about Jollibee. So the competition could be pretty simple. It could be, whoever shares this post the most or gets the most shares wins free Jollibee for a month, or even the people who post it the most in a certain state could have a Jollibee open there. And then people are really trying to win, so then they will promote Jollibee more, which is also free advertising because people are sharing it, and Jollibee doesn't really have to do a lot of work in that. They just kind of keep it going. And I also think that one of the bigger things that they can do is they can resolve issues that they might have with certain restaurants, which can help when they are opening new restaurants. So currently, since they don't really post on their Filipino Jollibee page, people can comment things that they had bad service there, or that the food tasted funny, or just general complaints maybe about a manager or about someone else. And I think by being active on the page, people that are in management can see this and respond to issues more quickly. So I advise this for not only the USA page, but also for the Filipino page, just because I think it's a great idea. It's a great way to connect with your customers. Customers love hearing feedback from you and seeing that, oh, Jollibee responded to my comment. It really shows that you care about what they're thinking and how they feel. And I think that by doing these things, people can feel more open to comment about what they liked or disliked about the restaurant, and maybe their ideas about what they should open and what they should do. So I think that by implementing a Facebook page where people know that you're posting and feel like you care, they will be more open to commenting on things like that. I also think that this relays into issues with management, because people may see that a certain store is getting more comments about, the cleanliness of the restaurant, or how the food tasted, or maybe how the employees are acting towards them. And I think that by being able to group those together and saying, oh, the Daly City restaurant really has a lot of negative comments, they can then utilize that in management by saying, we really need to see what they're doing there. We need to focus on that store. That way they can, promote better business for all of their stores. They can also utilize this because right now, if they do have a problem and they say they do post it on the Filipino page, they are only able to see that from the Filipino side of things. So by the time that they may understand that there's an issue, for one, it could be months later because they are never really active on their page. So the issue isn't getting resolved very quickly, and customers may still be upset that they feel, they aren't being paid attention to, that their opinion doesn't matter. And it's also very hard to keep up with all of the comments that are coming in if you only have one Facebook page. Right now, it's just grouped together. So a problem that you could be having in a Filipino store is on the same page as one that is in Chicago. And those are very, very far away, and they may have very different issues. So I think that it's really, really necessary to separate those pages, so then you can delegate issues that are closer to the location that you're in. And for the conclusion of this, I really think that this proposal will work. I believe in promoting things through social media, especially with the day and age that we are in. Facebook is a great way to do this because you can advertise things that you have already posted. You can post pictures, you can post videos, you can post a YouTube link to a commercial that you are thinking about posting, and you can post text to try and interact with other people. You can also help promote other businesses, which can in turn help promote yours. So people, a lot of times you'll see a link that they may like or a business that they may like, and they will share that to their customers. So then their customers look into that business, and then in return, the other business may post about Jollibee. So then their customer base is seeing things about Jollibee instead of just whatever their business is. And I think that that's kind of nice too, because then you get a feel of what the people who work for Jollibee really stand for. So I think that promoting is going to really, really help by having this extra Facebook page. And again, it'll help with the management issues that they could be having. It'll help see what menu items or promotional things that they should do. And you can also see what kind of stores that they may want to open and what locations that they are going to go to. You can make a competition out of it for people, you know, who think that they want a store in their location. For instance, like in Indiana, we do not have any Jollibee locations. So if this was promoted correctly, then people in Indiana might say, oh, that sounds really good. Let's share it and let's get it here. So it helps stimulate the growth of the restaurant throughout the United States because they already have a lot of growth in the Philippines. One of the people that I interviewed said that it is compared to McDonald's in the Philippines because there are so many of them that you see one on every street corner. And I really think that that could be something that happens in the U.S. as well because they have a unique food base that a lot of people don't see in the United States unless you're in a Filipino area. So by proper promotion and proper utilization of the Facebook page, they could really get a new customer base and really help themselves kind of expand more and go outside of their comfort zone, which is the Filipino areas. I also think that by them responding more often to customers and posting more often, that they will also help create that customer base that they really want. People like to see when a restaurant posts about things that interest them and that also, again, promotes things that they want done. And people really like to know that you are going to respond to their post. So by them posting more often on this new page and making sure that they're posting once or twice a day, daytime and nighttime, different posts, I really think that people will become more interested in it. I think that this proposal is also going to work because of the layout of it. So the location is on there and it has a link to where you can see all of the locations currently in the United States. So if someone is on their phone and they are like, oh, I want Jollibee, they can easily go to the link that is on there that goes directly to the website, and it has all of the locations wherever they are, so they can easily type in the address and go to Jollibee from the app, which I think is really nice because sometimes it's not fun to like have to Google things, and it's really at your fingertips. And I also think that the layout is nice because I tried to implement pictures in it as well as text and links and to their YouTube page. So I really try and differentiate what you are going to see when you log into the Jollibee USA Facebook. I'm proud to say I actually have gotten a lot of likes and views on my page, which I didn't really expect when I was making this. So I feel like it is already successful, and I really, for this project, did not intend that many people to be liking it and following it. And I have actually gotten comments already that say, oh, wow, you post on this page, this is nice. And so I feel already very good and confident about the page itself. And I think that by having it here in the United States, it'll be really helpful for people who want to try new food. And not to doubt their success that is in the Philippines, but I really think that they need this help with their Facebook and that this is the start. So after they see this Facebook take off, they can really help with all their other social media pages and be a more successful restaurant. And I think by doing things that are similar to the proposal that I have for Jollibee, that they will be successful in each of their social media aspects. And like I said, Facebook can really kind of implement their other social media as well, with Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and all of that. So I am proposing this, and I believe that it'll be successful, and hopefully they will keep it for the United States or hear my proposal and create a Jollibee United States Facebook page. Thank you.